A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cowboys' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna take a shot. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Snagged in the middle. It's Anders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wyoming's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now on first down from the 28. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. Defender jumped the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
First down for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression. And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to... penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Anders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, it's Everett. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Finding an escape route. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Cowboys are on the move. To the air on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking left. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes it past the marker. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wyoming. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 6 over Fresno State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it behind the line. It's Anders. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Everett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustment.
Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Makes the grab on 3rd. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Everett. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and
turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The give from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
To the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Bully ball on third and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball. Breaks into the open.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
On the set.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Duke. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Jose State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the lone running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Quickly complete.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Looking for a gap. It's Selvia. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cowboy.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 14 to Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.